So I had this come up here recently. The first week or two after your offer gets accepted, it can feel really super expensive, especially if you haven't been warned about it. Once you're under contract, there's a few expenses that can come up pretty quickly. One of them is your earnest deposit. It's usually due right away after your contract is executed. And that is an expense that you pay that typically does get eventually credited back to your closing costs. But then you've also got inspections. You could be doing a home inspection, a sewer inspection, radon. All of those are due at the time of the inspection. And depending on your lender, there may also be an appraisal fee that you have to pay prior to closing. So you may have been saving all of this money for your down payment and your closing costs and feeling super on top of things, and then all of a sudden you're feeling really stressed because you were not prepared to pay all of these expenses prior to closing day. So before you get into a contract, make sure you know the timing of when all of that money is going to be going out. Once your offer gets accepted, one of the first checks you're going to write is an earnest money deposit. So the earnest money deposit is kind of a good faith to show your seller that you've got some skin in the game and you're serious. That is something that is due shortly after the contract is executed, and that money is then typically credited back towards your closing costs at the time of closing. So earnest money, it is not a last minute money, it is a right away money, so make sure that you're prepared to write that check.